got me hooked on you. Ooh, ooh. Doom, 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 doom. And Mariah Carey was killing shit. She was killing shit in the motherfucking early 90s, Joe. Oh, God. Like, for real. I love my music interests, man. Mariah Carey, man. If you ain't got her on your Pandora station or Spotify station or whatever the fuck, you tripping. Hey, put Mariah Carey on there. Janet Jackson on there. Listen to Les Nubians radio. Les Nubians. Y'all remember Les Nubians? Y'all fuck with them tough. Les Nubians radio. Jeanne. Pronounced Jeanne. Jeanne. Check out one of their radio stations. That should be busted. Soul to Soul Radio. Soul for Real Radio. You understand what I'm saying? Orange Juice Jones Radio. You know what I'm saying? Rick James. Prince. I don't know what the fuck y'all listening to nowadays, but hey, you can never go wrong with retro, late 80s, early 90s, late 90s music, man. You know what I mean? The frequency and that little generation right there, man, gonna get you right every time. Divine Feminine Situation. If you ain't seen the Masculine Situation, please check that out. It's got a lot of shit in there that might help you on your little ditty bop. So, let's get straight into it. First card in this message, feminine. We have the Six of Swords. That's my coolest card. Rolling with the homies. The reason why this shit is the coolest card is because it's based off the movie Clueless. In the movie Clueless, everybody was clueless. You know what I mean? From the teenagers to the teachers to the parents. Nobody have a fucking clue. You know what I mean? The way I took it out of relation from the movie was, you see how everything was chaotic towards the beginning and the middle of the movie, but at the end of the movie, everything made fucking sense. Everybody panned out. Everybody ended up with somebody. Because that's the way the fuck it's supposed to go. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit happens in the process of you finding the right one, or you finding the right path, or you finding yourself. Because it ain't just finding this awesome relationship you in. It's finding the awesomeness in you inside this awesome ass relationship. But with this awesome ass relationship, how it's making you awesome or better or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Any good friendship, good relationship, good pairing with anyone. This is rolling with somebody. No matter who the fuck you roll with. Okay? If it's clicking, click with it. That's what Six of Swords is. Shit, click with it. This is just a smooth direction. It's the equivalent of you been paddling on your bike for a minute, paddling up hills and shit. You finally got a nice, long downhill that you can really take your foot off the pedal, not pedal, catch this good breeze. No effort, no work. You can just literally slide down this motherfucker with no effort and save the energy when you go back uphill. This is like an escalator. You don't walk up escalators. I mean, you can, but why? Enjoy the fact you ain't got to foot it real quick. It's still taking you where you need to go. It's like having a fucking skateboard or a bike or a car. Instead of walking, you just moving along nicely. So overall energy, feminines, when it comes to shit clicking, you was looking for a job, the job found you. The shit just clicked. You know what I mean? You was trying to find your lane. The lane presented itself to you. You know what I mean? You were trying to find the right mate, find the right, whatever the right thing you looking for. This is that right thing just clicking and entering your life just in abundance. You know what I'm saying? Put more smoke on the Six of Swords, though. Swords are thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology, thoughts and decisions. Clarifying the Six of Swords is Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is the Lucy Liu card in my deck. Self-explanatory. Lucy Liu from Kill Bill. Like, look how she was moving mentally. She wasn't playing no games. She was very serious about the fuck she was on. There was no qualms about the direction she was going. And anybody that opposed the direction she was going, anybody that opposed the shit that's clicking in her shit, if you ain't clicking in her shit, she gonna make sure she rearrange your pinnacle ass. She gonna make sure she do what she gotta do for her to stay on path. Focus. She was focused the whole movie. The whole movie, she was enterprising. She was making motherfucking boss moves. Like I say, how a Chinese American woman becomes the leader of a Yakuza syndicate in Kill Bill by her being a fucking. Look at the face of this Queen of Swords right here. Like, that literally looks like Lucy Liu from Kill Bill, Joe. She ain't playing no motherfucking games. When shit click with it. But don't just click with it. Be proactive in the clickness. It's like I said, looking for a job. You don't really know which direction you want to head as far as career is concerned. A job or a career finds you. Hey, we see you're the perfect person for our job. We would like to interview with you. Queen of Swords is nigga being proactive on that. Thank you for the opportunity. I am looking for a job. I can work anytime. Here's my availability. These are my qualifications. This is everything you might need. Just let me know when you want to speak to me. You know what I mean? Putting the ball in their fucking court. It's being proactive. So coming to the situation, feminine, you're going to have to be proactive with everything. How you moving in your career, how you moving in life, how you moving with your twin flame demo, how you moving in your relationships, how you moving with your family. Proactiveness is taking the lead and not being a follower. It's taking the lead or taking the initiative and not just letting things happen. This is you sword, making a conscious effort to take advantage of a door that just opened, to take advantage of an opportunity that presented itself. Final card in this overall message. You got the Knight of Wands. That's moving fast and fiercely towards your divine direction. Knight of Wands. That's you being exactly where you need to be. 2 months ago, you thought you was going to be doing this job that you was at. You ended up getting let go due to circumstances. It ain't a fit. You thought it was a fit. It turns out it wasn't. You've been running like a chicken with your head cut off trying to find something. Something found you. And now you're in a better situation, probably getting more money, working smarter, not harder and shit, only to look back at your old situation and be like, damn, two things cannot occupy the same space. I had to leave that job in order for me to step into my purpose right here. I had to leave that deadbeat in order to find this good one right here. You know what I'm saying? I had to leave my raggedy ass, hating ass family alone for me to find my new motherfucker family who support me in everything that I do. It's all conscious efforts. That's what you're starting to learn, feminine. Bottom line, which is more important than anything, we got the King of Wands. This is divine masculine energy, something you need to embark on. It's an energy that represents yourself, but it also represents your masculine. Masculine has a Queen of Wands in him, just like you have a King of Wands in you. You're the Queen of Wands for a reason. For a reason. The reason why you're the Queen of Wands and not the King of Wands is because you don't dominate the Wands and Pinnacles arena. Wands, those are knees. Pinnacles, those are toes. Heads and shoulders, where shit all starts, is in the divine's realm. Head, swords, thoughts, decisions, mentality, ideology, thoughts and directions. Cups, feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators of where you're going mentally. You have to have your heart and mind aligned before you do wands or pinnacles, manifest anything. Everything really starts here. Except the masculine. He's different. He's the one. He moves backwards. He goes from manifestation to wands to cups to the sword. You got to have your heart and mind aligned in order to do shit to manifest something. Masculine already has something he's doing. All he has to do is have his heart and mind aligned, feminine department, on what the fuck he doing and manifesting. Feminine, all you got to do is have your heart and mind aligned to go all the way to manifest whatever it is you need to manifest. So feminines who end up with this King of Wands energy are just divine feminines who need to step in their masculine power. That means more wands, things you're doing, things you've done. Not shit you finna do because you ain't did it yet, so it doesn't matter. Actions and behavior. When it comes to your actions, when it comes to your behavior, feminine, you're going to need a tweak. You're going to need an overhaul. This is the King of Wands. This is like the equivalent of having like a supercar. You take your Hyundai to pimp my ride and they make your shit souped up. You got nitro, you got bulletproof windows, you got rocket launchers, you got hidden compartments and shit. Same car, souped up. You going from a queen to a king. You powering up. Power up. You know what I mean? You just powering up. And that's the key to Six of Wands, feminine, winning. What are wands? Six of Wands. That's wins, victories, and celebrations. You trying to win in your masculine department? You want some victories in your masculine department? Nah? You want some celebrations? Yeah, you know I mean, going on in your masculine department? Okay, celebrate your masculine every now and then. I saw a post on Facebook, and that shit was facts. Came from a nigga. The nigga said, don't know nigga. I don't quote me the exact words, but the way he put it up, it was just like, don't know man want no woman who's selfish and just focused on herself. I mean, it's one thing doing you, baby. That's what's up. You're supposed to be the best person you can be. You're supposed to grow and develop. But if it's all about you, like Maya, this shit ain't gonna twerk. It need to be all about me too. It's a two-way street here. It ain't just one way. Men, we are supposed to support our woman. Be there for our women. You can be a she, you be a he, and we ain't just saying heterosexual shit. You know. Masculines supposed to be there for feminines, but at the end of the day, feminine, you got to be there for your masculine. Because it looks like your masculine got wins, victories, and celebrations. And clarifying in Six of Wands, we got you. And I mean, victories. It happens on both y'all ends. Celebrations happens on both y'all ends. Victories, celebrations, wins. Like, y'all both winning. Y'all might not be winning with each other, but y'all both winning in life. Now, you do got masculines out there, like I said, that are fucking Krabby Patties. You know, that love rubbing their shit in your face. I told you, masculines, when you in true form, and feminine, when you in true form, y'all got a tendency to burn each other. Bottom line, it looks like competition. Either you think your masculine competing with you, trying to get one over on you, or feminine, you competing with your masculine. Number one, men shouldn't compete with women, just like masculines shouldn't compete with feminines. Y'all equals. The reason why men shouldn't compete with women, because y'all equal. You less than a man competing against a woman. And, you know, she less than you, her trying to, I don't know, put herself on a higher point than you, a smarter point than you, a more successful point than you. Nigga, get your money up, get your bread up, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm doing good, why you can't do shit out here? Like, nah, you support your masculine. No matter what the fuck direction they going, they could be going away from you. Still support them. Because like I said, you want somebody to support you? You want somebody to be happy for you? You want somebody to see the growth and development that's going into you? Your masculine acknowledge it. You might not say the right words you want to hear, but he mentions it. A lot of you feminines, I'm talking about the masculine energy inside you. We ain't talking about your masculine. Yeah, y'all the same, but y'all on two different planes. Your masculine got wins, victories, and celebrations, just like you have wins, victories, and celebrations. The point is, who's supporting who? I told you, your masculine does what you do, just different. You got a mirror here. It's the reflection part y'all gonna have to figure out. Same shit you doing, he doing. You showing him love for his great efforts, for him being the best person you can be. You're telling him, I see the change. I see the good shit. Good shit, my nigga. I congratulate my masculine all the time. You know what I'm saying? But what I get back from my masculine is it's not the same. But it's his way on doing it. The way my masculine, I don't know, inspires me is telling my ass all the shit that I need to be doing or how I could be doing shit better. He don't say I ain't good enough. He ain't say I'm worthless. He doesn't call me not shit or say I ain't on my shit or I'm fucking up in life. Nah, it's because that's not what he's saying. He's just saying, yo, you can do better. Yo, this is what you should be doing. It's from the outside looking in. I told you, your master know you better than you know yourself, and you know your master better than he know himself. It ain't a one-way street. Feminines, you're going to have to realize your masculine is you. They do have your insight. They do know what's popping. They ain't dumb. You think they dumb by how they acting. Like I said, you're writing the message backwards on the mirror for him to see it. He's writing messages forward, and it looks like babble to you because he didn't write it backwards. He's not showing the initiative to write it backwards. Maybe he doesn't know how to write it backwards, but he knows you'll figure it out. So he's giving you what you need, a message for you to decipher. It ain't like he didn't give you a message at all. It ain't like he looking at you, and it ain't like he not looking at you through this mirror. It ain't like he not trying to emulate what you doing on this side. He trying, okay? And the bottom line, these are all wands too. Shit you doing. It's shit you're doing. And it's shit your masculine doing. That's good. You ain't the only one doing good out here, feminine. Masculine's doing good out here. You're just not going to understand it as good because you're going to look at it as bad, given a reflection. You need to step up. Look in the mirror. Decipher what you see so you can really see what you need to see. The eye can be tricked from a magician pulling a trick on you on stage or a street magician pulling tricks on you with the cards. It's all about illusion. The only reason the magician is pulling a trick on you is because you can't see the illusion. The only reason you think your masculine feels the complete opposite of how you think he should feel or what you giving out, it's an illusion. Figure out the magic. Figure out the magic. Overall bottom line energy. Coming to this thing, feminine. You got the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is bridge. This is you, this is somebody else, this is y'all doing shit. This is building a bridge. Whether you meet somebody at the first day of school at Head Start, first day of school in elementary, first day of school in junior high, first day of school in high school, first day of school in college. You know, we all have people in the same place, in the same space as us. Some people in higher positions, others we on the same boat. Either way, we can't do shit by ourselves. We're going to have to do something. Eventually somebody's going to need your help. Eventually somebody's going to seek you to help them. Eventually, like I said, you can be a fucking hermit living in the middle of nowhere because you choose not to deal with people and shit. But guess what? You still going to have to take your ass to the store to buy food. You still going to have to talk to a grocery clerk that's bringing your shit up. You still got to go to the bank to deposit and collect checks. You still gotta, go in the world for substance. It's bridges. What are pentacles? Persons, places, things. Shit you can taste, touch, see, feel, and hear. It ain't gotta be a person you doing shit with. It could be a thing you doing something with. You do things with animals. Do things with dogs. You're a bug person. You study bugs. You study birds. Like, it's something you doing. You might not fuck with people, but you sure fuck with animals. You might not fuck with city, but you sure fuck with world people. Like, at the end of the day, we can't do shit by ourselves. Somebody got something we gonna need, and obviously we gonna have something that somebody else needs. We're all, like I said, cells in an organism. We're all organs in a body. We're all bodies in a demographic. We're all a demographic in the world. The world is part of a solar system. Solar system is part of a bigger system. And it's always hierarchy on shit. You grow so you can be in a position of power to help those who are below you. You don't put your foot on a person that's below you. You don't belittle a person that ain't on your level. You help them do the opposite of mustard. Once they get on your level, then they can do what you're doing. And you can choose to go higher and let them take your spot and they can become who you were. Or you can allow these motherfuckers to outpass you, surpass you. From you doing whatever you're doing to be stagnant. The object is not to be stagnant. There is no ceiling in the fourth or fifth dimension. You can always go up. You can always learn a new craft. You can always do shit. There's no lack or scarcity in the fourth or fifth dimension. It's a lack and scarcity in the world. And because of this lack and scarcity, we're forced to deal with people even though we don't want to. More smoke on this bridge. You got the Four of Pentacles. That's holding on too tight to some shit or being scared to let something go. Once you get to the other side, like I say, you're going to have to do more. And it's not your goal to be a person who was here at the bottom of the totem pole for you to get to the third floor And that's it. You 4 of Pentacles. You just stay there. You just keep your position. You just keep this job you got. You just keep this money you making. You just keep this life you have it. Like I say, there's no ceiling. You want to keep going up. The only cap you put is on yourself. 4 of Pentacles, that shit look like a box. Here it is. You just went from level 1 to level 3 to just cap out at level 4. When it's level 10s and knights, queens, and kings are 3 things, other realms of being. This Pentacle process doesn't stop until you get to the King of Pentacles. That's a master manifester. That's a person who's mastered the whole Pentacle process. The person who knows what the 3 of Pentacles is and what to do in this energy. Who knows what the 4 of Pentacles is and when to let go and shit. You know what I mean? So that's directly. You directly come into the situation, feminine, at a bridge that you're going to have to cross. You're going to need other people's help. You don't want, this type of help, but you need this type of help. Closed mouths don't get fed. You in a situation, like I say, you start from scratch. You're going to have to utilize past connections. It's people you fell out with that you're probably going to have to call again. That's why you don't burn bridges, because you don't know what bridges you're going to need in the future. To feminists that's burnt all their bridges out, now you got to rebuild bridges. Now you got to start new partnerships, new friendships, just to maintain the order of what you got going on, pinnacle-wise, in your life. In your mystery madness, coming to the situation, you got the Fool card. Fool card is just being unaware. You just don't know. This is being in a whole new world like Aladdin. You in a place in life you ain't never been before. Thus it's brand new. Thus you don't know what to do. You in a new job. You don't know nobody. You in a new city. You ain't familiar with shit. You in a new fucking country. Feeling odd man out in this motherfucker. But you just unaware. With some awareness, you won't be a fool anymore. Fool card is also a hobo. What's a hobo? That's a bum on the move. That's you living like a hobo. Every day is a new experience. You don't know what the fuck today gonna bring. You don't know what tomorrow gonna bring. It ain't like you established and got an 8 of Pentacles like a life, and you just living life like it's your last in a good way. Like every day I'm gonna tell somebody I love them. Every day I'm gonna read a new book. Every day I'm gonna experience something because I just love life. And I don't know what I'm gonna do next, but I know whatever I do is gonna be great or good or at least productive. You know what I mean? That's a grand state of mind. To be in a good place, still learning shit. To be smart, still learning. To be powerful, still learning. You know what I mean? Hobo is like I say, the way you've been living your life, you just a bum on the move. Due to your full energy, like the position you in life, like I say, it kind of makes you a liability. Like you move from place to place to place to place. It's like a job trying to hire you. You ain't kept a job no more than 8 months the past 8 years. Why should we hire you? What type of journey are you on to where you feel you don't need to work for, you know what I mean? Like that type of shit. It's like you ain't got no roots. When I mean by no roots is you ain't like planted nowhere. You just all over the place. I used to be all over the place. I used to be this energy. A hobo, just a bum on the move. I moved from DC to Vegas to Georgia to goddamn, you know what I mean? Utah. Like I was just moving from place to place to place. No roots. I was a tumbleweed. And it took God me to show a tumble. Like I remember I was taking a bus because I used to always, like I said, I'm a guy. I'm low maintenance. Like I could take a bus trip from fucking DC to Vegas. Did that shit one time. That shit was garbage. But I remember I got to like Arizona. You know what I mean? And I'm just thinking about what the fuck I'm gonna do in Vegas. Just usually the same shit. That's my second home, and I go there frequently. So, smoke break. Driver pull over. All right, smokers, it's your time. You got 15 minutes. Smoke your cigarette, and let's get back on this bus. So me, I'm thirsty. I'm getting my squares and shit. Getting out the bus to go smoke and stretch. Soon, motherfuckers is walking out the bus. Soon, like I took a step off the bus. Soon my both feet hit off the bus. I'm talking about a tumbleweed. That bitch had to be about, I want to say like 5 feet tall. You know what I mean? Like 4 feet wide. It was a big tumbleweed. I ain't never seen a tumbleweed this big, but it looked like a whole bunch of tumbleweeds in one. Like them zombie balls and Z Nation and shit. It happened so fast. I'm just like, man. So when I'm stepping off the bus, I'm like, man, what the fuck I'm gonna do when I get to Vegas? And then this big ass tumbleweed flew by me. It flew by me like this close. You know what I mean? That I got scratched by a piece of it. You know what I mean? It was so big and it passed so fast. That bitch was flying, and it passed between me and the next passenger. And I just looked. It just went foof. I just looked at it, and the way the motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? The way that shit tumbleweed was like tumbling, the way that shit was wobbling, it looked like that motherfucker been doing that for a while now. And God showed me. God was like, that's you. Grow some roots. That's what God told me. Here I am about to dip again like I've been dipping. I'm like, you know what? I need to go home. And I went to Vegas, went back to DC, and then I made my exodus home. This is around the time God was bringing me home. That was one of the main things I seen, signs I seen from God for me to get back home and grow roots. So I decided to leave, travel the world, being this hobo. So when I decided to go home and restart, which I didn't know how I was going to do it, I managed to have it done. Met my twin flame. Like, I got a recognition like not too long after that. So really, God told me to get the fuck off the road, to go home, grow roots. At the time, I thought it was just for me, man. Who knows? Like, I didn't know I was headed towards my twin flame demo. You know? So, I should say this. If you're a bum on the move, grow some roots. Especially if you're feminine. I'm a feminine. It's meant for me to grow roots. I had to grow roots. I had to be in a stable position to figure shit out. That's how I found my purpose being planted. So I found my twin being planted. Being in a place to where I'm not all over the place. When you growing roots, you can really see what the fuck's around you. You can really see who around you, and you can really start spotting shit that's been in your environment that you didn't know was there because you was moving all around when you was in the environment. So as far as your own energy, feminine, you directly in regards to yourself, you got the Two of Cups. This is the Lover's card. This is a connection. This is two peas in the same pot. This is you and the person most like you. This could be you and your divine reflection. This could be you and your seed. You know what I mean? You just looking at your daughter like, damn, she me. Like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Is she gonna hear my problems? Is she gonna hear my bitchiness? Like, she looks just like me. She's becoming me. Am I a good person? You know what I mean? It's like you looking at somebody and you questioning yourself. It's like I'm pretty sure my master looks at me. You know, like I'm him, he's me. He looks at me, see the shit that I'm doing. He looking at him like, I mean, he say he's serving God. I don't think he's serving God. I don't think what he does is righteous. My twin thoughts on what I do with this. Like, is he saving souls? Is he bringing people to God? Like, is he really on to something? To where he gotta look at himself. Am I doing work for God? Like, am I being a blessing to God? Am I helping people the way he's helping people? Like, it makes you take a look at yourself. It's like you a hard-working ass worker. And you around a lazy motherfucker and they getting a glimpse of reality. It's like, wow, he just did what it takes me all day to do in 2 hours. Damn, am I a good worker? Like, have I slacked off that much to where I've just become a slacker? Like, God, let me step my game up. Connections is what make you step your game up. Being in love with the right person to make you do right. You know what I mean? Before you met this person, you was aloof. You didn't know shit about life. You didn't know who the fuck you was. This person that you fell in love with made you get a new understanding on love, a new outlook on yourself. They got you fucking with God now. Got you doing shit that you said you weren't gonna do. That's what good people do. They make you better people. That's what good friends do. They make you better friends. Good players on basketball teams make you a better player. It's the connection you got. And feminine. It's like you got not just one, but some. More smoke. Looks like you ain't just got one, you got some. But it's a particular connection that's more important than all connections. And that's the connection you got with yourself. That's the connection you got with God. Or you got with a higher power, or you got with the universe, or you got with your ancestors, or whatever you're proclaiming to. It's higher power. I'm the shit biscuits. But without God, I'm nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm powerful. But without God, I'm powerless. You know what I mean? I'm pretty competent and confident in my abilities. But without faith in God or confidence in God, my abilities don't mean shit. The reason why God is strong within me is because I fuck with God strongly. The reason why I'm so powerful is because I tapped into the power in myself. I recognize my own ability and my own powers before the world did, but God recognized my powers and shit, you know, before I knew it was important, before I knew it was critical. So going back to the connection between you and your twin flame, that makes it very important. Like I said, before I met my twin, I didn't have any depth in my emotions department. I'm a guy at the end of the day. This is well before I assume my feminine position. Like I didn't get on this divine feminine shit till like I said, this was well before LLE.Ascension. So I would say about 2016. You know, 2 years prior to LLE.Ascension, which was 2018. That's when I found out about the whole terms. I met my twin in 2012. So my journey started in 2012, but it wasn't until like 2014 to where I started to feel our connection. And it wasn't until 2014 to where I tried to understand what the fuck this was. Then, you know, once finding what the hell this was, I had to make sense of it. And then I had to let my master know the business by letting the cat out the bag. This whole experience that I have with my twin only shaped me, okay, to have this awareness, to have my heart as open as it is to bring y'all in. I wasn't this enthused about life, path, purpose, people, even God. Like all I talk about is God. That's all I talk about. Past 4 years, just God, 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 God. Serve God. Path, purpose, love, divine love, twin flame, union, reunion, recognition. That's all I talk about. It's all that's in my heart. It's all that's in my mind. I got filth and shit and bullshit, you know, in my heart and mind too. You know what I mean? But most importantly, out of all things, it's connection. The reason why I talk about God so much is because having a relationship with God is the best shit you can do. It's going to tap into places you didn't know it was there. But before a lover, your twin, your friend, your children bring the best out of you, God was already trying to do that before they got here. And God was already doing that before they got here. This connection, this baby, this relationship is just bringing a newfound sense of self to yourself. That's why if you do fall in love, fall in someone like that's a soulmate or someone on the same frequency as you. Because it ain't just y'all got shit in common to where it works. The same way y'all gel, same way y'all got good shit, it's also bad shit and ugly shit. It's more ugly and bad shit than good shit. Say that shit 2 times. It's more ugly and bad situations that happen in your relationship than just good situations. Good is only 33% of the time. Ugly and good is better than bad, but still a 66% chance that shit gonna be copacetic as it was just terrible. But terrible shit happens. We fall apart. We get weak. We make mistakes. Human beings. Subconscious to all that feminine. 7 of Pinnacles. That's the Riri card. RERE. Rearrange Pinnacles. What's a pinnacle? It's a person, place, or a thing that you need to rearrange, reorder, revisit, review, rehash, remove, relocate from, away from. Realize, reconnect, recognize, reunion, you know, reuse, rehash, rehab, renege, you know, recollect, refile. You know what I mean? It's about 7 rereads you need to do. This is a passing position too. 7 of Pinnacles is a C. So subconsciously, when it comes to yourself, you passing. But it's some Pinnacles, like I say, that you just need to leave the fuck alone. It's person, place, or thing you need to leave the fuck alone. Person, you need to leave alone. Place, you need to leave alone. Thing, you need to leave alone. Or remove. Or reanalyze. Look at it from a different way. It's yourself. Feminine, you need to look at yourself different. You need to reconnect with yourself. You need to redirect your current path. You need to relocate where the fuck you at. So you can get the fuck away from this shit. You need to reorder some things. You need to rearrange some things. You know what I mean? You need to recount some shit. Because you apparently did a recount. Because what you got ain't what it is. You know what I mean? Reconsider. Renege from some shit that you said you wasn't going to renege on. Revalue shit. It's Pinnacles in your life that needs revalued. Some shit ain't worth it. It's some shit in your life that's worth nothing. That you put hella worth into. And that's the shit you need to revisit. That's the shit you need to realize or read, whatever. You know what I mean? These is Pinnacles. You know what I'm saying? You thought having this person in your life was going to make your life better. It's turning out having this person in your life is making it the worst shit it's ever been. Remove yourself from this situation. You know? You're putting value in things that have no value. That's some shit you're going to have to, like I say, redo. So, reread, feminine. You got about 7 rereads to do within yourself. Make sure you do it, because going to the masculine road, you personally, in regards to the masculine energy, you got the 10 of Swords. It's like I broke it down in the masculines reading. Feminines, you're the Queen of Wands. In order to be the King of Wands, you're going to have to level up, power up, get on some King of Wands shit. King of Wands, my masculine can just end the situation. It might seem like he heartless the way he just ended shit without a step. It's like your masculine, y'all been 2 peas in a pod and shit. Y'all fall out and your masculine just switch. The nigga do a 180 on your ass. Like, it was just good a week ago. Now your masculine don't respect you. Now your masculine being an asshole. Now you ain't nothing. You was everything last week. Now you're nothing this week. That's some mental shit to just switch your feelings off on a person or put a permanent ending. Like, when masculines be trying to do this, but they can't. They're the King of Wands, right? So if they need to be ending anything, it's the 10 of Wands. That's a temporary ending. That's ending shit while they got control to do it. 10 of Wands is breaking up with somebody or taking a break from a relationship so you can get you together. So you ain't hurting them. So you can figure out what it is you want to do. It ain't a 10 of Swords you throwing up. 10 of Swords is what you throw up to people who you like, who dead to you. You know what I mean? Somebody cheat on you. I want a divorce. Like, this shit is dead. Our relationship is over with. They're never going to be the same anymore. That's what 10 of Swords are in, like, relationships. That's you ending some shit that ain't never going to be anymore. 10 of Wands is just taking a break to fight for your love, to fight for your marriage, to go to rehab, you be the better self so you ain't hurting the people who love you and shit. You're going to have to put 10 of Swords to the drug, to the people who around you who made you a fucked up person, to the people that in 10 of Swords show program. You know what I mean? 10 of Swords, that's death or a permanent ending. Like, it's a wrap. Whatever this energy is over. And it's in the masculine department. So if something going on in the masculine departments in y'all lives, feminine, that's fucking over. And you need to leave it that way. Can't ride a dead horse. More smoke, we got the King of Cups. It ain't just whatever this energy is in your masculine arena. Okay, that's over with. You need to get the King of Cups attitude with it too. Not only is it over, you shouldn't give a fuck. It's like you shouldn't. King of Cups, that's the highest form of emotion you can be on. What are emotions? Those are, what are cups? Those are feelings and emotions. All feelings and emotions are just indicators on where you're going into. King of Cups is the tough love card. So 1950s, 1960s dad, or hard ass. 1950s, 1960s dad, they don't get sarcasm. They don't understand humor like that. They just dedicated their lives to raise their children, maintain the home, maintain an ideal marriage, pay taxes, and die. They don't give a fuck about how you feel or what your boyfriend did to you or how your friends feeling and shit. It's no, I ain't gonna say connection, it's just nothing there. Look at these old TV shows like The Wonder Years, like the relationship between Kevin Arnold and his dad. Look at Jack Arnold from The Wonder Years, like he's the perfect example. Every time you see Dan Arnold in Wonder Years, he's got this serious look on his face. Kids be trying to talk to him, he don't pay him no mind. Wife be trying to talk to him, he don't pay her no mind. Every now and then he comes out of his shell with a smile, with a joke. Do family shit, surprise the family with a family outing or a purchase for the whole family and shit. Like, he's not gonna be a listening ear. Jack Arnold's not gonna be a listening ear in your time of need. Like, look at Karen, his oldest daughter, in The Wonder Years. Her and Jack Arnold was always going at each other. And the main problem daughter had with Jack is you don't listen. You don't listen to shit I say. I want to go to college and study this, this, and this. He's like, I'm not paying for that. You going to college for political science and African American history. Like, I'm not paying for that. That's not what I sent you to college for. And she's like, Dad, you're so old school. Like, you don't get it. Karen was a fucking hippie. Her dad is an old school Korean War veteran. Of course, it's a disconnect there. Of course, it's shit he ain't gonna get about his daughter, but it's the shit he got for his daughter by being there. It's a lot of fucking families quick to divorce and separate and not even try to be a staple for your family. Marriage to me is just like Christians trying to be Christ-like. We're not Jesus Christ. We're human beings. But we can at least try to be as Christ-like as possible. It's the main reason I'm not a preacher right now. Because if I was a preacher, I couldn't be in the world, choosing a 1 foot in the world, 1 foot in the church. I could do that here. And I'm not lukewarm. You know what I'm saying? I'm just out. I'm in the world. It ain't like I'm 1 foot in the church, 1 foot in the world. I'm in the world. Because I ain't going to play with church by being 1 foot in, 1 foot out. God don't like that shit anyway. I can tell you from my mouth, yeah, I'm not ready to be a preacher yet. I'm still trying to find myself. I'm still fucking with this whole psychic shit. Still on this path. Where it's taking me. It ain't taking me to dark places. If anything, this shit taking me high. Because the Christian aspect that I have with it. When I'm ready to get married, settle down, be a one-woman man like Dave Hollister. Because I might have to have one woman. This is church, nigga. I'm not no Muslim nigga with 5 concubines and 3 wives and shit. That's a God-fearing Christian man, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Being a pastor of a church, when I do decide to be a leader of a flock, I'm going to have to have a first lady. And I'm going to have to do right by her. And we're going to have a family. I want a family, but like I said, then when I have my family, I got to lead my wife and my children to do good shit. By me doing good shit. By me being the best man I can be, I'm going to make the first lady the best woman she can be. But the first lady just going to make me the best man I can be. You know what I mean? Period. That's what she's here for. To make me great. Then I'm making her great. It's like a system. We feeding each other. Then I got a family to protect. To be a stable structure towards. And it ain't just my family I'm being the best man I can be for. I got a flock too. I can't be out here hoeing. That's going to make the notions of the other men to be out here hoeing on their wives. I can't be a liar because then my flock going to think it's cool to lie because I'm lying. I can't be 1 foot in the church and 1 foot out the church because that's going to make my whole church feel that they can do the same shit I'm doing. It's about structure. That's what the King of Cups is for. This energy is for. That's what the 1950s, 1960s dad is for. To set structure. Jack Arnold, that's the house that Jack built. Okay? Jack built that house. You know what I mean? Coming from the Korean War, marrying Karen's mom and having Karen, their first fucking child. Then you got Kevin Arnold and you got Wayne Arnold. So it's a whole family unit here. And Jack Arnold is the fucking captain. Of course, he ain't the one you come to for long chats and talks and shit. But he the nigga that's gonna pay your college bill. He the nigga that's gonna pay the car bills and the car note. He the one that's gonna keep a roof over your head. He the one that's gonna, like I said, his job, what he wanted to do is over with. Same swag I'm gonna have when I become a preacher. I'm telling you. I know what I'm giving up in the world to be over here. That's why I'm, like I say, not finessing the world, but I'm getting everything I need. So when I do make this transition, it's no regrets. It's no regrets. Like, it gets to a point where we all get to the King of Cups energy. What's the King of Cups? That's not giving a fuck about shit besides the kingdom. The kingdom could be your household on some Jack Arnold shit, or the kingdom could be, like I say, the actual kingdom. You know? This is where I've been at for a long time, this energy. And I'm a divine feminine. I've been on this energy for a long time. Like I say, anything that ain't got God in it, Ten of Swords. It's a wrap. Anything that ain't getting me closer to God, anything that ain't bringing me understanding about what, like God and just the divinity, heaven, like path, purpose and shit, divine shit. Anything that ain't divine, I ain't with it. Call me a hard ass, call me ignorant, call me what you want. If it ain't about the fucking kingdom, I don't give a fuck what it is. What y'all got going on, how cool y'all think this non-kingdom business is. Hey, I'll be Jack on from the Wonder Years. I'm not here to talk. I'm not here to be a fucking friend. I'm here to be a structured person for you to follow. A good role model. That's it. That's all. I'm not perfect. I ain't say I was perfect. I know I could be more enlightened. Like Jack Arnold, it'd be cool if he had more of a hippie mentality. Even like Normal Arnold, the wife. She went back to school, got her fucking degree. You know what I mean? Working. She was basically making more money than Jack at one point. And what Jack do? Jack had to do some new shit. He's always been the man. He's always been the breadwinner of the family. Well, look at it. His wife doing better than him financially. He's going to have to step it up. That's when he got his furniture store. See, Normal got her degree and making good money, but Jack started a business. Why? For structure. You know what I mean? So he can show his sons enterprise and ownership. And then the mother's being inspirational, showing the sons that, hey, you can have a wife that's just as eccentric as your mama is. You know what I mean? Like, structure. You know, the King of Cups energy is all about structure, and divines got to have it. Number one, so other divines can see what divinity look like and structure look like, so ain't nobody getting shit twisted. Mystery managed all that. We got the Two of Wands. This is work. This is how you make ends meet. This is survival. Whoop-de-doo. We all survive. We all live. Like, we're here. We're breathing, ain't we? Like, we all made it to see another day. Okay, what the fuck are you doing today outside of survival? Three of Wands, that's purpose, that's path. What the fuck are you doing today that's going to help somebody? What the fuck is you doing today that's going to be a blessing to anybody? What are you going to do today that's going to help somebody other than yourself today? If you ain't helping yourself, help your twin. Throw him some words of encouragement. Tell him you support him and it's a good look on the direction he going with his life. It could be your kids. Just support them. Your son need to ride somewhere. He telling you how important he needs to go, wherever he needs to go. Get that nigga a ride. Might be a ride of this nigga first love. You want him to have love in his life and experience shit naturally, right? You don't want to deny him shit to where his ass weird. Or he don't know how to talk to girls, or he don't know how to function at parties because he ain't been at parties to function at. You can't shelter shit. It's a full-time job allowing people to experience what they gotta experience. My mom tried to put the clamps on me a lot, but giving them shit she had to go, she had to work a lot. She worked a lot. It was times she wasn't at the house when we got there. It was times where, you know what I mean? She living in a whole other city while we stay with other people type shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes work takes you away from certain actions you could or should be doing with the people you love, but they got to learn on their own like you did. You know what I mean? It's like you take your kid to school every single day. Then you get a Two of Wands, a job to where you can't take them to school every day. They got to learn how to take the bus. It's like, man, I remember what it was like taking a bus at that age. I hope he can handle it. But you can't go overboard. Like I said, you got a job probably an hour and a half away with traffic. You're going to have to just pray for them and just hope that they can function without you at this little temporary space of time. Like, you're going to have to learn to trust your family, your children, your lover, your twin. Well, what they doing. It's called support. 201. That's really all this is support. Support ain't just you. On God. I know so many women that's just focused on themselves. They got kids, but they do everything to help themselves. They don't help their children. Like, good example for parents that got kids in college, right? 18, leaving the house, going to school. First time university goers, first time school goers. One argument I had with my mom one day was finances. She had twins. That's some shit she couldn't help. We're two twins that left to college for the first time. Me and my twin sisters were the first kids to go to a college like really outside the home with no support. Every other person that went to college had support. Like they had a scholarship, family was supporting them, sending them money and shit like that. Me and my twin sister, we didn't have shit. And we ended up going to Alcorn State. We didn't have no money to stay. Because this tuition times two. It's twins, two of us. Why ain't got no fucking money? Pay for no goddamn school. So, you know, we couldn't stay in college. Luckily, Hurricane Katrina happened. Because we was at Alcorn State. When Katrina happened, we ended up getting sent by FEMA to Nashville, Tennessee, to go to school at Tennessee State. And we was at Tennessee State for 2 years, and FEMA only paid for 2 semesters. That's how much FEMA covered. But it wasn't like we was actual Katrina. Like we were Katrina kids, given that we were like, what do you call them? Refugees. We were refugees, but I'm not from New Orleans. I'm not from Mississippi. These places that got ravaged. Now, the people who were from these states, they ended up getting FEMA checks. And then went downhill from there. Every person I know that got a FEMA check owe that shit back, and it's just tragic. How shit happens. So, then I should say this. Yeah, my sister ain't had no money. First our office called us, we went financial aid. It was like, y'all ain't got no money. What y'all gonna do? So we had to call mom, like, Mom, we ain't got no money for school. We need you to apply for a Parent Plus loan, get denied, because you ain't got no money, Ma. We know you ain't got no money for both of us. You just have to fill it out to get it denied so we can get money for school. She couldn't comprehend that shit. Hell nah, I ain't signing this shit, so what, y'all can be in debt? Like, I'm not finna be in debt because of y'all. It's like, Mom, they're not even... Are you listening to what we're saying? Like, we're on the phone talking to her. She went to college, but she ain't been to college like us. Everybody in our family went to in-state community college. Ain't nobody really get it the way we was getting it. We fresh off Katrina at another problem. I remember like it was yesterday. Mom, she was like, y'all. We like Perkins loan, this loan. We get to taking our loans. All of a sudden, we took as many loans as we can out. We kicked out, all fucked up. We could have been in school and had our degrees by now. I had Mom just supported 201. Just came through in that little bit of time. She should have came through for us. I'll bring it to her attention now. She act like it's our fault. No, y'all dropped out. Y'all fucked up. It was because y'all was fucked up. It wasn't because of y'all grades and money and shit like that. It's like, Mom, whatever. So a message to you moms with kids in college, when they call y'all, man, help them out. Because like I said, college ain't the same. This ain't, you go to college for 4 years, you graduate and get a good job and in the workforce. Like, nah, we living in a new fucking world. This debt system shit is real. If you have children, you, like I say, be accountable for them in situations like that. We was 20 years old when we dropped out. And I've been going through circles ever since. You know what I mean? It's like that. It could be as simple as a Parent Plus loan you need to get denied from that your children are telling you. You think they don't know what they talking about. They at college that got this information. They know what the fuck they need from you. And like I say, I ain't going to that because of you. Like, you can write it off that easy, that quick. Like, you get it when you don't. Support. Like taking your son to his football practice, basketball practice. You're going to come to find out when your kid an adult fucking with your mama, his grandma tougher than he fuck with you because she was there and you wasn't. Support. It ain't just the two of wands role like it's your masculine supposed to be supporting you. Feminine, you got other people to support too. You're there for other people too. And if you a mom, like I said, there's a lot of moms out here. It's just in them. Maybe fucked up from their parent. That the little complex they got with their parents, they bringing that generational shit right to their own kids. You've been fucked over by so many men in so much of your life. You just don't fuck with men all across the board, even your grown son. It's a complex for you to treat your older grown son like the rest of these niggas out here when that's your son. Your son seen you get beat up by men. Your son seen what niggas did to you. And then you want to write him off just like these niggas that did you shitty when he ain't do that? That's mental. You're going to fuck him up too. Manipulation, it's mental. But it comes in the form of a lot of shit. By you thinking a problem is small when it's fucking huge. It's just small to you. Your problems can't be big and other people's shit small. Nah, the same energy that you be using to get everybody to help you, you need to use that same energy to help other people. Because you can, like most of these women do, you can think, oh, it's men that do this shit too, but men that do this shit must be real ass, bitch ass niggas though. Like I said, if a nigga more bitch than a bitch, then what use is him to you? Support. Just take your kid to fucking practice, man. Show up to his games. Like loving basketball. Shorty talking to her mom. As many times as you done got my other sister hair done for these dances and all that shit, it's like you ain't never came to one of my basketball games. She like, well, baby, I didn't think, whether I was there or not it'd be that important. It was, mom. It was. Niggas be beefing. Like I say, beefs stemming back from like years ago. Like I say, support. When motherfuckers say you wasn't there, you probably wasn't there. Don't write them off as being jealous of you. Oh, you just jealous of me. Jealous? I'm just speaking the truth. You wasn't there. You telling people you helped me when you didn't. You get over on everybody, including your own children. Your own children is telling you you getting over. Like when your kids is telling you you doing the same shit the world telling you, it's gonna have to be on you. Like I said, a lot of you women be too fucking entitled to shit. Feeling just because you're a woman, you can do this, that, and third. No. You might can get away with it with this bitch ass nigga. You can't do it with no real nigga. You might can write off fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like people beneath you, but like I say, it's people on your level that you ain't helping. It's work you ain't doing. Don't be that person. That righteous person thinking you doing nothing but good out here when you really fucking up people's lives. Future final row, wrapping this up. On to the future feminine. Directly, you got the Knight of Pinnacles. This is grooming. You got good grooming, bad grooming, and ugly grooming. Good grooming. That's somebody grooming you to be the best person you can be, or you grooming somebody else to be the best person you can be. They can be. Now, what type of fucking person would you be if you allow a person to make you the best person you can be, but you ain't doing the same? That's ugly grooming. What's ugly grooming? That's, I think it's an animal like burrowing on the side of my crib because oh, man, too many animals were out here. I remember I was walking to the store last night, and it was like 4 deer walking in a neat line. And them was some big ass deer. Like I could see why deer survive. They too big. Like if a coyote try to jump, a little like the deer, just kick him 3 times and that motherfucker dead. A lot of wildlife around here though. I like it, but it's like it's kind of scary. Anyway, grooming. That's where we was at. You can't get groomed good and then choose not to groom other people with the goodness that you was just given. That's ugly. You take from somebody, but you don't give. You let somebody help you and shit, but you don't want to help nobody else though. That's ugly. Good grooming. You grooming somebody to be the best person they could be. That's good. Somebody grooming you to be the best person you could be. That's good. Return a favor. Night of Pinnacles is also like I said, it's a fisherman. You know how to fish. Well, teach other people how to fish. You've mastered fishing. Be a fish teacher. Build a fish school for fishermen and shit like that. Like, do more with this skill than just sit on it. Ugly grooming. That's you grooming somebody for your agenda. You in a relationship with a nigga, just getting him for whatever you can get him for. This goes for both men and women, but I'm just using, this as a better example. You're in a relationship with a particular person. And the only reason you're in this relationship is a pinnacle. It's ugly grooming. They in it to win it. They love you ecstatically. You just like them. You don't love them, you just like them. You ain't in it to win it. You in here temporarily. You got a whole plan and shit. You even got to exit. This person's trying to make you there forever. You know you're only going to be with them for a little while. So you keeping up this act as if you're on the same page with him when you're not. You have a whole nother motive. He's grooming you good-wise. He's good grooming you, making you the best person you can be. And what you're going to do once your plan is done with him, once you get your pinnacles and you leave this motherfucker, you're going to groom him to be, like I say, a fucked up person. To where the next woman he falls in love with, he's got the shit you did to him plaguing him. And he built up a wall against his heart and mind for women just like you, only for another woman to hop through your obstacle course. By the way, you grooming niggas out here. This could be teaching kids the wrong way. You teaching kids how to hate. Teaching kids to hate white kids or something. Or to hate gay kids or stay away from gay kids and shit like this. This the shit you inputting in motherfuckers when you grooming them. Kids are just who you are, amplified. Kids are who you are, amplified. So if you ain't shit, your kids ain't gonna be shit either. In fact, they're gonna be worse. You're gonna create a monster even. You got fucked up, manipulated, shitted on by your mom. Don't continue the cycle by doing that to your kid. Because all you're gonna do, continue that cycle, it's just gonna carry from your kid on. You gotta learn how to break cycles. Another reason why I step into the divine feminine energy, because the men in my family, I'm telling you, they ain't shit. Not all of them. It's only a select few of good men in my family. And the women look at us like we ain't shit. All the women in our family, they got shit. They got houses, they got property, they got businesses, they got shit. Seems like it was structured that way for them to have everything and like the men to not have shit. It's their tone that they take with us. I'm saying my grandfather was a drunk. You know what I'm saying? Before he became Pastor Hometown Home, that nigga was drunk for over 35 years. So he was an example for 35 fucking years to a lot of women in the family about the men in the family. My mom watched my grandma holding shit down. And my grandpa not had no job. He was a good father, but as far as pinnacles, substance, she really ain't get that from him. How to take care of business, she got that from her mom. My mama did. Only for her to become her mama with me. Same shit my grandma be doing to my mom be doing to me. She kept that cycle. See, I ain't got kids to continue the cycle with. See, I'm still trying to break generational curses, so I don't carry them shits. I'm still trying to be the best man in my family to cut the standard of what the fuck the men in the family are about. Men in my family, they just got kids. That's it. That's some of their greatest achievement is the fact that they got kids. Then you got like my little brother who's like the first doctor. Then you got like my cuz who's another doctor. Them two niggas is definitely setting the bar high for the family. I ain't no doctor. You know what I'm saying? But I'm quite skilled in my arena though. We all got our own shit. But it's built for you to be the best woman you can be so you can teach your own daughter and the women in your family to be the best woman that they can be. If they see you on bullshit, they gonna get on bullshit because you in the Knight of Pinnacle. You have the juice, J for juice, to be the bar setter for the people under you. Final card, this message, feminine, we got awareness. Ace of Wands. This is awareness. It's the first step, first action, first move towards your next step, next action, or next move. This process is for everything. Ace of Wands, that's the next step. Or the first step towards Three of Wands. That's path. That's purpose. That's your role, divine feminine. Or the first step on this whole new path you want. Told you, Three of Wands is what's going to get you to Four of Wands. Three of Wands plus Ace of Wands, that's Four of Wands. That's twin flame union, reunion, and recognition. If you want it. That's why to get in union, reunion, and recognition is to get on plan. Have a plan. And the plan is to be above where you was just at. You want to change your life. You want to grow roots. You want to, you know what I mean? You go up going that way. Four of Wands is also home. That's when shit makes sense. That's when things come to a head. Four of Wands, that's where God at. This is you finally getting back with God. You finally getting back in touch with your roots. You finally taking your ass back to your hometown to see your mom or family or forgive family or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? It's steps after steps. Three of Wands, that's purpose, that's path, that's your role. That shit you need to be doing anyway. I think we've been breaking down the Three of Wands for a long time now. So you should be A-full aware of what that is. But Ace of Wands is also awareness. You can have purpose and path and shit. But you're going to have to be aware of where you're going to go past this. Even in Four of Wands, twin flame union, reunion, and recognition, it's still the Five of Wands. The step after union, reunion, and recognition, which is separation. Or you two being at odds. Because like I said, good, bad, and ugly, even good and bad, it's still 60% chance it ain't bad. But bad is going to happen. And even when it's bad, it's good. Because that's how God works. God works in mysterious ways. So even when God do some bad shit in your life, it's still good shit. You a divine, right? A person that got God in them. Yeah, so even when you do bad, it turns out good and for the kingdom. So never be afraid to make mistakes because you learn by doing. As long as you doing shit, Three of Wands, what are Wands? Actions, behavior, things you doing, things you've done, not finna do. You'll be straight. So that's the message I got. Hope I could be of good use. Monica, I still got you today. Need a reading, just holler at me. Deuces.